Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a first impressions video on a foundation that is new to me. It's kind of old as far as foundations go, like it's been out for I think probably like a year or close to a year. It is from Milani and it is the Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer foundation, I guess. And I have the shade 00 Light Natural, and the main reason why I wanted to use this today is because this is the lightest foundation in the range. I'm kind of on the hunt for a really good natural finish, so like a medium finish foundation that lasts all day from the drugstore, because I have a couple that are high-end but I do want like a more inexpensive option. So this one, I can't remember exactly what the price is, but it is definitely very inexpensive. I got mine from makeup.co.nz and I will leave it linked off down below. So if you live in New Zealand, that's probably your best bet on where to buy it from because it is so easily accessible. If you live in other countries, I don't know where else stocks it, but I know there are quite a few stockists around the place. I really want to get into applying this, so I'm very quickly going to look at the claims. It says that it is medium to full coverage, lightweight, oil-free formula, long-wearing, water-resistant and sweat-proof, which is really exciting. So hopefully it is as good as it claims to be, and yeah, I guess we'll find out. Alright, so I am going to prime half of my face because I always use this primer every time I use my foundation. So I want to do half and half because there was once upon a time I used this primer with a new foundation and the foundation just went to absolute crap, so I want to do half and half because this is quite a sticky primer. This is the Hangover primer from Too Faced. It is quite sticky, so I don't want to put it all over my face and just like damn the foundation from the start. So I'm just going to do my right side. Hopefully I'll remember that later when I come to do my chickens. But yeah, I just want to see if this improves the longevity at all or if it improves the application or whatever. I don't know if you guys can see, but it is quite a tacky primer, so yeah, I just wanted to see if there's a difference. As I said, I'm in the shade 00. I don't know how many shades there are. I don't think there was a whole bunch when I got this, but who knows, they might have brought more out now that brands are bringing out lots of shades. I will put it on the screen somewhere how many shades they stock now. This is the bottle itself. It's a glass bottle with like a black fade and it's got a pump. Oh my god, this is so thick. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's like this perfect little poop on my hand and it's like not moving, so it is super duper thick. That is one pump, by the way, that little blob there. So we'll start with the pump and we'll see how we go. I don't know whether to do the primed or unprimed side first. Let's do this side first. Yeah, you can see the colour is quite dark. Yeah, I don't think it's going to match. We need to start blending because I'm afraid this is going to set down, but I am using an Exo Beauty Flawless Finish sponge to apply this, just in case you were curious. Yes, it's definitely not the right shade. It actually is quite orangey. Alright, I'm just going to come in a little bit closer. This is what the foundation looks like with one coat. Yeah, not a lot of coverage. I wouldn't even say this is medium. I would say this is definitely light. Like, it barely looks different to the other side. So I'm going to go in with another pump. Because actually, maybe that was only half a pump that I used before, because this looks like more foundation. I'm not sure, actually. But anyway, I'm going to do a little bit more all over the face and see how we go, just because I do want more coverage than this. I mean, with the second coat it looks better, like you can see it's higher coverage, but it's still not full coverage, and I would never apply more than 2 coats. It does look very natural on the skin though, like it looks no more cakey or thicker with that second coat. But yeah, definitely would not say full coverage. Hopefully you can see the difference. I mean, it's covered up the blemishes quite nicely and it's evened up my skin tone a bit, but I can definitely still see some redness there. I guess seeing as it's supposed to be a concealer and a foundation, I'll just apply a little bit more right there because that's where I have some redness. I don't know how I feel about the colour match. If you are fair, don't buy this. It's way too orangey, but I guess we'll just test it for longevity. I mean, it might be fine mixed with a white mixer, but as it is for fair skin tones, this is not a fair shade in my opinion. This is the prime side, so let's see how it goes on this side of the face. Don't think this is oxidizing, which is good. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell seeing as it's already like, you know, a million shades darker than my skin tone. Realistically, it's probably like 1 to 2 shades darker, but it's just got a very like warm orangey undertone. But yeah, you definitely can see the difference between the one coat and the two coats. I don't know if you guys can see on camera, but the second coat does make quite a big difference. I really love the finish. I'm definitely going to try it out with a white mixer, and I guess I'll let you guys know. If it shows up in a favourites video, you'll see that I like it. I mean, it might be terrible, it might wear off after an hour, but you know, if it's good, I will definitely try it with a mixer. Okay, so I will say that the side with the primer, I feel like it looks higher coverage. I don't know if that's just my imagination, or like I said, because this has these blemishes, but I do think that something to do with that primer has held the foundation's coverage a little bit better. In terms of like pores, this side probably looks fractionally better, but it's not a huge difference. I feel like this looks absolutely stunning up close, and from far away I actually really like it now that it's all over the face. I will say that this is not a full coverage in my opinion. Like, you can still see my freckles and some of my like sunspot type thingies. Some of my blemishes are still poking through. I would say it's a really nice medium coverage. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and apply the rest of my face. It is 9:35 right now, if you can see that. And I'll be back with you guys once I have finished my whole face. It is pretty much 10:30, it's 10:28, but let's say 10:30, and this makeup has been on my skin for about an hour, and as you can see, I've done a full face of makeup. If you guys haven't seen this video, it is already up on my channel. I did film this look using the It's My Ray Ray palette, and I really like the way that it turned out. Now, one thing that I noticed while I was applying my concealer, and I use this concealer every single day on top of every single foundation, and this has never happened to me before, it actually took off a whole chunk of coverage. I don't know if you guys can see right here, but there is coverage missing here. I reapplied another layer of concealer on top and it kind of fixed it, but hopefully you can see here like a little bit of the makeup is gone, which has never happened to me before. I don't normally use a foundation brush to apply my foundation. Sorry, that didn't make sense because I didn't use a foundation brush. I meant to say I don't normally use a sponge to apply my concealer, but I have used the XO Beauty Flawless Finish sponge many times and that never happens. And this side I used a brush and it didn't happen, but I know that the sponge doesn't do that, so that's actually really weird. I don't know if it didn't happen on this side because I used a primer. I'm gonna go and do a little bit of cleaning and a little bit of gaming. I haven't got that strenuous of a day planned, but it's still kind of hot, so we'll probably get a little bit of, we might get a little bit of oil breakthrough. I do get, by the way, I didn't tell you my skin type, but you guys know I'm pretty damn dry. I just get oily kind of like here on my nose, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, I will see you guys in a couple of hours with an update. Alright, I'm back and it is 3:30, which means it's been about 6 hours since I put on the foundation. Sorry, I just kind of woke up from not quite a nap, but like a nap-ish. Sorry, and I've got a little blob of mascara. Just having a bit of a lie down because I'm super tired from waking up early this morning. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the foundation and having a close-up look at it. It's kind of starting to break apart a little bit, like especially on my chin and around my nose. I will say it looks a little bit worse on this side of my face. Yeah, I'm going to come in close so that you guys can see. I'm not hugely impressed with the longevity right now. I don't know if you guys can really, yeah, you can definitely see that. It's looking a little bit red around there. Same on my chin, whereas this side does not look as bad. This is the primed side, and then this is unprimed. Hope you guys can tell. If we were talking and you were sitting where you guys are right now, like, it would look perfectly fine. Like, it still looks okay. It's just not perfect, you know, like from a distance you can see a little bit of oil through the forehead and a little bit, if you're like nitpicking, if you're looking at somebody and nitpicking, you can kind of see some redness through the chin, but for the most part it's still looking pretty good. So for 6 hours wear, I would say that this is okay. It's just starting to break down a little bit quicker than I would like it to, especially considering I set it with powder as well. And even the prime side, like the prime side does look so much better than the unprimed side, and I'm pretty sure I didn't really prime my chin, so that would explain why this is kind of like going. I think I only kind of primed it to about halfway, so yeah, the prime side looks so much better, so if you buy this foundation, be prepared to wear it with a primer. That's my face after 6 hours. I will see you guys in a little bit with our final update. Hey guys, so it's just gone 6:30, so that means this foundation has been on for 9 hours. This is going to be the last update that I do in this video because I've got friends over and I don't want to be like continuously coming back in here for the rest of the night. But I have come to the conclusion that this foundation needs more experimentation. I asked my friend and she said it actually looks fine, like it doesn't look amazing, but it doesn't look terrible. But for after 9 hours, I think it looks pretty good. I have got a little bit of oil breakthrough, but because my skin isn't super oily, I think it just kind of looks dewy. The prime side definitely looks better. My chin's kind of rubbed off, but I kind of like spilt water down my chin, and I've been gaming, so I've been like touching my chin and my face because you know you sort of like rest. And like I've been like, oh my gosh, I'm so nervous about this right now. So I've been doing that a little bit as well, but I'll come up close so you can see the only places, like the cheeks still look really good, especially on this side. But you can hopefully see around my nose the redness has come through and it's kind of breaking up. The chin is quite red, but this side is so much better, especially around the nose. Sorry, I'm looking in the viewfinder to make sure that you guys can see. I think I judged it too harshly last time. Like thinking about it, I've been looking at it during the day because this desk is like my gaming desk and my makeup desk, so the mirror's right there. And I was looking at it and I was like, actually I don't think it looks that bad. Like I think it does look pretty damn good. I'm really breathless, sorry guys. I think it looks really nice. I have no complaints about the foundation. I mean, if I touched it up, it would look perfectly fine. So we may as well just do that for, you know, S's and G's, because why not? I'll do the unprimed side first. Yeah, you can see it looks pretty much as good as new after setting it. Yeah, I mean now I could definitely keep going with this wear for a few more hours. The highlighter stayed really well, which I think is a testament to the XO Beauty highlight, because none of my highlighters, even high end, will last throughout the day. And I've also probably lost a little bit of foundation through here because I've apparently got a runny nose. I don't know if I've got hay fever again or what, but yeah, my nose has been pretty runny today. So yeah, this is the full face after a touch-up. I mean, I'm going to take it all back. I think it looks really good. I'm taking back all of the bad things I said about this foundation on my last update. I think it looks great, especially after a touch-up. I mean, a touch-up after 9 hours is not bad at all. Like if I got home from work wearing this foundation and wanted to go out to dinner or something like that, I would be happy wearing this out. I think it still looks really beautiful, especially from like, you know, this distance, like a meter away or so. I think it looks really, really good. Please let me know what you guys think, because I would be interested to hear if you think that this is good for 9 hours wear, because everybody has like a different sort of perception on what's good and what's not good with foundations. Also let me know if you guys have tried this foundation, because I would love to know your impressions of it. Like, do you like it, do you hate it? But yeah, I think that's everything that I have to say in this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did find this video helpful or enjoyable, don't forget to give it a thumbs up because it helps new people find my channel. I love you guys so much. Thank you again, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!